Oh shoot.
What is that noise?
Okay. Okay, can you okay, we good?
Yeah, I can't wait till we get a studio.
Yeah, we good. I can hear, I can hear. Okay.
What's up? How was your day today?
Oh shoot. It's, crazy. Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Mm.
But we gotta get it together. We gotta go to the Black Caucus. We leave but Monday, so just
Monday,
getting
you thought it was Tuesday. You was gonna miss the
yeah.
boat.
Man, this so now right, so packing and getting things ready. Yep.
Right. Hello, my beautiful Chicago Foot Red supporters, Zoe supporters, Danny supporters, Charlie Kirk
Yes.
haters and supporters.
Yes. Hello, family. Hello, hello,
Yes.
hello.
Hello, hello. So, a lot of I decided, and to yesterday we were supposed to be Famous Friday for yesterday, but Danielle got called last minute to go to evening edit, so we did that. So that was that. But Charlie Kirk was supposed to be for Famous Friday. As you know, Charlie Kirk killed, assassinated, whatever word. They taking that word out of people get mad if you say no, he wasn't assassinated, he was killed. Okay, all right. So
Right.
anyway, he's not here with us, unfortunately. But his funeral is tomorrow in Arizona, and am here to talk about who Charlie Kirk is. A lot of people know, millions of people know who Charlie Kirk is, and then people do not know who Charlie Kirk is. Also, you have people that have feel their way about Charlie Kirk, and then there's people who absolutely love Charlie Kirk, and then there's people who understood who Charlie Kirk was, and still is, because at the end of the day, Turning Point is now gaining a lot of momentum. So that's that. So Will, do you have anything to start before we start?
Oh no, let's start.
All right. So Charles James Kirk was born October 14th, 1993, and he passed away September 10th, 2025. He was an American right-wing political activist, entrepreneur, and media personality. He co-founded the conservative organization Turning Point USA, TPUSA, in 2012 and was its executive director. He published a range of books and hosted the um, Charlie Kirk Show, a talk radio program. Kirk became recognized as one of the most prominent voices of the MAGA movement in the Republican Party, and since his death has been considered an icon of modern American conservatism. He was born in Arlington Heights, Illinois, so he's an Illinois boy. He was assassinated by gunshot, and he briefly attended Harper College. Let me get all my good stuff out because I did the whole thing. All right. He died September 10th, 2025 at age 31 during a public event at Utah Valley University when he was fatally shot while speaking. He dropped out of community college after one semester to pursue activism full time. He co-founded Turning Point USA in 2012 when he was 18. It was attended as a conservative student organization aiming to push back against liberal or left-leaning influences on college campuses. He was very active in doing debates, forming TPUSA chapters, giving speeches, doing media work, podcasts. A big part of his influence was via social media and video clips of campus wins or confrontations. Over time, his activism grew beyond just campus debates to include larger political work, voter activism, influence in Republican politics, supporting Trump, launching affiliate groups like TPUSA Action, Turning Point Faith. He was strongly conservative, free market. He believed in free markets, limited government, opposition to abortion, opposition to gun control, skepticism towards DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion programs, LGBTQ, as he saw them. He adopted more controversial stances over time, promoting certain, they say conspiracy theories, but it really was false election fraud. I don't care what nobody says. I was there. Yeah, I was there. Were you there? I was there.
And we saw how these Muslims, what was that in Minnesota? What was that? We were just Minnesota or one of those,
Yeah,
but they were stuffing, but they underinvested, they were stuffing the ballot and went back overnight, stuffing them in the middle of the day. So come on,
2019 was the foreigners' election. They all snuck in. Okay, it got crazy. That's why we are in shambles now. So I don't believe that was a conspiracy theory at all.
Well, conspiracy theories are 100% being proven to be 100% true. I don't know what conspiracy theory has been proven to be fake. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So I mean, conspiracy could call it whatever they want.
Right.
I was there. Yeah, I was there.
Because
I was living in Georgia at the time.
I call it, when they say conspiracy theory, I call it delayed truth. Like you would find out about it, usually it take around 2 years or something like that for you to realize that it was true, like COVID and all those other things. Yeah,
they call Dick Gregory the biggest conspiracy theorist. Everything that man said.
Told the truth.
So, that's a crazy old man. No.
No, everything he said, I see right now, happening right now. Right.
They stole the election from him.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
Strong critiques on liberals of universities. Later in his career, he embraced Christian nationalism, seeing Christian identity and faith as essential to political and civic life in a more overt way. He was very visible in conservative media. He had podcasts, radio shows, frequent talk rallies, and a strong presence among young conservatives and on campuses. TPUS grew large, and according to its own claim, by 2025 it had chapters of over 2,000 high school and college campuses, and after his death, there was a large number of inquiries to start new chapters. Yeah. You say anything else? What you saying?
Oh no, I didn't.
Let's see. So at age 18, he met Bill Montgomery at a youth government event, co-founding TPUSA, and that gave him a formal base. Let's see.
Hey guys, please like and share. I see we have people on. Please like and share, please.
I just want to know. So Bill Montgomery is a retired marketing executive and U.S. military veteran. He's based in the Chicago suburbs, Prospect Heights, Illinois, and he was active in local Republican politics. So
Mm.
in 2012, he attended a youth government event where Charlie, at the time he was just 18, gave a speech about liberal bias in education. He was impressed by Charlie's talent and message. Montgomery encouraged him to skip college instead and go all in on activism. The two teamed up and founded Turning Point USA that same year. Montgomery became an advisor, strategist, an early connector for Charlie. He helped secure early funding for TPUSA from conservative donors like Foster Friess. While Kirk was in the public face, Montgomery was behind the scenes, figuring, guiding organizational growth. Bill Montgomery passed away in August 2020 at age 80 from complications related to COVID, and Kirk is often credited him as the person who gave him the confidence and backing to start his career. So that is who Bill Montgomery was. Let's see, where was I at? I have to go back to where I was. Okay. Okay. Securing funding early helped turn TPUSA from a small student effort into a better financed organization. His campus debate improved me wrong style. His strategy of physically going onto campuses, engaging in debates, setting up prove me wrong tables, an implicit challenge to liberal college students was central. These interactions led to viral moments and helped him become known beyond just conservative student circles. His alignment with Donald Trump, the MAGA politics, as Trump presidential rise gathered momentum in 2016, Kirk aligned more with MAGA, which expanded his audience and relevance beyond campus conservatism into national conservative politics. His organization acquired Students for Trump, and he worked on youth turnout around Trump campaigns. Expanding into media expansion, he expanded into talk radio, podcast, online streaming, being very active on social media. This gave him a very big, wide reach. Some of his controversies were disputes over academic freedom, provocative speeches, served to raise visibility for both supporters and critics. And then his shift to Christian nationalism and bringing religious in it. Over time, Kirk explicitly tied his political activism to Christian identity, faith, religious institutions. The launch of the Turning Point Faith, his partnering with pastors marked a shift where religion became more central to his political messaging. After the 2020 election, promotion of election fraud claims, involvement around Stop the Steal type actions, cemented his status among the segment of conservatives who believed in those claims. That increased his influence among his constituents.
So you see, I just want to make note before you get too far. So you see how people are mad at us, are talking about us because we go viral and we utilize social media. And you see people want to talk, crazy about us because we on social media and people, share and enjoy our lives and videos and things like that, and they share them and things, and we get a lot of slack off that. You see that? But you see what they say he did just on social media. When you was reading that, I heard that gave him a broader audience. People heard him all over the world through social media. He got his point out. He got his what he was trying to do out. And this is the thing I say when I see people talking about us about with social media and saying they're just trying to be social media influencers and they just care about social media. That's crazy to me, and it sounds real stupid. But carry on. I just wanted to say that because we've been
Well,
getting
yeah,
that
yeah. I
right.
mean, at the end of the day, we're living in a social media time. So,
Right.
and I'm 39. I'll be 40 in January. And I was, you know, when social media, like, dial up with AOL and all that stuff, and like I understood social media. I mean, like when MySpace came out and all that stuff,
Hmm.
and even like I never was like a big fan of social media. Like, I mean, I could deal with it or not because I've always been a person that's been like behind the scenes. But the situation that happened with my mom, I never used my social media platform for like dumb, dumb stuff, doing dances and doing pranks and stuff like that. That just wasn't my thing. Like I would before even this, I would always like bring up like the hypocrisy of things, or even like with the Jussie Smollett thing. I was one of the first people to call out that bullshit with Jussie Smollett, and so many people were like, especially the LGBTQ. Oh, how could you do that? How could you do that? Do what? How could he lie? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? But it didn't matter. But that's what I've always used my social media for. Now, when it went to the situation that happened with the city unlawfully demolishing my family's property and going down there and hoping to get some help from our elected officials and Brandon Johnson at the time when he first became mayor and stuff like that, I had no choice but to put
Right.
myself on social media because we weren't getting any help from mainstream media. We weren't
Right.
getting any help from our elected officials. We weren't getting and while they were lying and talking about how they are for the people and for us and talking about we're oppressed and white supremacy and all that
Hmm.
stuff. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, y'all won't even settle these little case. Y'all won't settle my case. Y'all won't leave Miss Jessica property alone. Y'all won't get this young man and his wife and his child a place to live, but y'all screaming affordable housing. You've got another man down there that's trying to get himself together so he can get his, so he can get see his kids, all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm watching, so we had no choice but to use social
Right.
media. And like I explain to people all the time, like we've been putting in the work. Like I said, myself, I've been putting in the work for 2 years. You've been
Hmm.
putting in the work as well. I just didn't know you, but you was at Brighton Park when that bull, when that BS happened. Like people was doing this before. The mainstream, the going viral in the mainstream is just catching up.
Right. That's what I say. It's just catching up.
Yeah, it's just
And,
catching up. So
right. Right.
yeah,
So
you know,
people, yeah, so that's one of the things that killed me when people say that. But everybody uses social media because don't nobody trust the fake news no more, and we see it actively going to work on the minds of the citizens. And if we didn't even have social media, like you said, our people, Chicago, wouldn't even know what was going on. Illinois, around, the country in America, we wouldn't even know what's going on. So yeah, this
right.
is, so that it's much needed. It's well needed, so yeah, I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. So um, a lot of people, a lot of Black people were
Hmm.
upset that I decided to do this YouTube
Hmm.
because they believe that this man is a racist and he says things that are questionable. Now I go to a hood barbershop, okay, a hood barbershop. I've been in there when we've had discussions about Trump. You understand? I've been in there, and I mean, they going in, we going back and forth, man. I understand, but Trump just ain't it. You understand? I'm saying all that stuff, and I'm like, nigga, we don't have no choice. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but
Hmm.
breaking down, explaining all that stuff. But yesterday, when I went to go get my hair cut, there was a guy that was in there, and he was like, "What do y'all think about Charlie Kirk?" And it was about he was 48. My barber is like 50 something.
Mm-hmm.
It was a young guy in there. He worked for the city. He was 32 because he was 32, and and it was another guy there. He probably was like in his early 50s. And the guy that was in his early 50s, that I was just explaining to, talking about, he was like, "Oh, he's a racist." So the guy that brought it up was like, "Well, why do you consider him a racist?" And he was like, "Well, you seen the clips." So he was like, "So you going off the clips, or or have you watched the full interviews, or have you watched, are you watching full interviews?" And so he was like, "Well, nah." So he's like, "So how can you call him a racist if you're just going by clips?" And so he was like, "Because a lot of stuff that he says is true. Y'all just upset that it's coming from a man who's white."
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
he said, but a lot of things that he says is true. And so he was playing like some of the clips and stuff like that. And the dude he turned it to Trump. "Well, y'all know how I feel about Trump." He like,
See,
no. Let's go back.
see how they always do. See
Let's
how
go
they
back.
always do.
You know what I'm saying? So, and so my barber said, I don't think, he's like, he was 31. You understand? He said some things I think he was misinformed. He said, but do I think that he was a racist? No. He said, what y'all got a problem with, it triggers when a white person says anything about a black person. Y'all feel like they can't say anything, but we can say everything about them. And if they say anything back, it's automatically racism. He said we just we have to pick and choose our battles because we're losing. And that's how I feel. It's one thing that I disagree with Charlie Kirk about, and that is about George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said that from day one, because at the end of the day, Trayvon Martin was killed. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
George Zimmerman was he went looking for that. However, I blame Obama. I blame Eric was it Eric Holder? That was the Department of what's the name of Eric Holder? Eric Holder, his appointed DOJ his black DOJ, that as soon as George Zimmerman they found him not guilty, the Fed should have been right there to pick his ass up and get him on federal charges. But instead, they put an inquiry in. They put an inquiry in, and then that was it. So because of that, at the end of the day, people can say what they want to say because this man never was charged. To this day, this man was never charged for killing Trayvon Martin. Never charged. And at the time, we had a black president, the first president of the black president of the United States, whatever y'all want to call him, and a black Department of Justice, a black attorney general, a federal attorney general, and we got nothing. We got
nothing
him,
done.
huh?
Y'all didn't get nothing done.
We didn't get nothing done. We got him saying a speech about black men, but nothing else. But we did get rainbow lights. We did
on the White House.
We did get the same same-sex marriage.
Yeah.
You got same-sex marriage. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, who do you blame? You blame an 18-year-old at the time who wrote an essay about his thoughts on how George Zimmerman got railroaded because he's getting his thoughts from George Zimmerman, who just got out, who just was found not guilty. We have a black president of the United States of America that y'all have on y'all, a lot more, majority of y'all got him on y'all on y'all wall to this day. The family, the first black family,
right,
with Eric Holder, the Attorney General, first black Attorney General. George Zimmerman is still here.
right.
Like Jay-Z said it best. Y'all killed X, but Zimmerman is still here. The streets is done. Real talk. Like honestly. So how can you get upset at him saying that when he was 18 and George Zimmerman is still out here walking around acting like he's this innocent man?
Mm-hmm.
Because the person who could have got them charges, who could have got charges on him, didn't.
Yeah.
He decided to not do it. And we don't, and we skip that. We put that right. We put that, brush that under the rug.
Right. Like they do, like they do everything. They don't look at, see, this is what I learned. When you're a conservative, when you're a Republican, everything, especially when you go on these liberal media sites, everything you say is going to be misconstrued. They're going to be, just going to take a little part and push, because it's a narrative they want to push. Because if that wasn't true, then what's going on with your family would have been on mainstream before we were even talking about illegal aliens. You see what I'm saying? And crime. That was your fight in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It still is your fight, but nobody wants to take your story.
Nobody wants to take my story. Nobody. I mean,
yeah.
Dorothy Tucker came to our house. Dorothy Tucker, CBS, investigative journalist, award-winning investigative journalist, black woman Dorothy, and she came with donuts, everything. I say every time I see Stan donuts, I get triggered. She brought Stan donuts and everything. Heard my mother's voicemail from the city of Chicago Law Department. Her little young racist producer, liberal producer, told her, you can't take that story.
Yeah, you right. That's really happening. You can't
take that story. Yeah,
you can't go against the city.
That story.
You can't go against the city. That's Democrats. You can't go against them.
You can't. Yeah.
Make them look bad. No. But see, when it comes down to Republicans and conservatives, then it's like you have to make sure when they ask you a question, let me finish this thought and I'm gonna go back. When they ask you a question, you have to almost just answer in one sentence, so they can't chop it or take it out of context or spin the narrative. Like, for example, how do you feel about Donald Trump? I think he's doing his job very well. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep it like to those type of sentences, because if you go and maybe tell why and all these things, they just gonna take things that they want to take, that they see that can make it look, spin it and make it look bad. So I saw that what they did with Trump during his presidency. I saw how before he ran for president, how everybody loved him. And I saw when he ran for president as a Republican, how the media they spent all his words. They took it all out of context, and then they made you hate this man and made you forget about all the other good things that you loved about him, and kept feeding you with these little clips about what he was saying, and didn't give you the context and all that. So I saw that doing that when I went back during 2019-20, when I did my deep dive and found out how bogus and fake the media was, and how what Donald Trump was saying in 2016, how he was telling the truth. But anyway, so I see that these people, that's why I keep saying they're enemy of the people, because they can make a person hate you or they can make a person love you. Now, the same thing that Joe Biden did, they made us. Now, how bad it was what he said, they gonna put you back in chains. How dare you say that? tell a black man, Charlemagne, if you ain't black, if you don't vote for me, and then log off his face.
Because he had to do another interview.
Yeah,
Like, basically rushed him off. Yeah, I gotta do another
rush
interview.
him off.
But yeah, if you're trying to figure out whether you're gonna vote for me or Trump, then you're not black enough. And they just let him say that.
And because Charlemagne was saying, what you gonna do? I mean, I know a lot of you all say you gonna do this and stuff, but Black America really wants to know what to do for them. And offended. How dare you ask me for anything? You Negroes just vote blue no matter who, you know better. How dare you ask us what we're gonna do for you? Okay, what? If you gotta think like that, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Offended and got it logged off. So
yeah, logged off, and people were okay with it because as long you could be whatever you could be a KKK. Robert Byrd, he was a Republican. I mean, sorry, he was a Democrat. Robert Byrd, he was head of the KKK. Okay. Joe Biden, crime bill. Joe Biden, Jim Crow. Joe Biden, Democrat. Cool. As long as you talk all that stuff underneath, that is fine.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine. But because the media made you think that's okay. I mean, what? I mean, he said, the media just, they spin it. They do mental gymnastics on you, and you just look at it like, I can't believe they're doing this. When he called all Trump supporters trash. Remember how they just flipped that and made it, oh my God, he didn't mean that. He was saying it like this. This is what he meant. And, he just be thinking he didn't really mean it like that. You see what they did? They did that. Now, the same comedian on Trump campaign just talked about Puerto Rico having the trash and real trashy, and they look how they want to counsel him. Talking about talking about how offensive that was and all that. So we see people who don't see what's going on.
The issue is the First Amendment is being violated. Honestly, the First Amendment is being violated. Because people have the right to say whatever they want to say, as long as if you work somewhere, if you're an employer, if you're an employee somewhere, and you don't read that policy, and you out here just saying all hurtful and stuff like that, no, you're gonna get fired. Like, you know what I'm saying? You cannot. Yeah, you're gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like,
right.
All these people got fired for speaking out about Charlie Kirk, all that hate speech. What about First Amendment? Ma'am, you're a nurse. You work at a hospital. Okay, so if a person come in there and they were a fan of Charlie Kirk or they're a Republican, you're already biased.
Right.
So why would I want you to be my nurse?
Right.
Why would I want you to be my nurse? Like, yeah, like y'all, like the amount of people that were happy that this man was killed, it's borderline like narcissistic and sick. However, you understand. And then when people were getting canceled or were losing their jobs, it was like, hold on, wait, how can you do that? How can you just praise a man who just got killed? Well, he was a racist. So he was a racist. So you get killed. Well, why Joe Biden? Joe Biden brought 22 million niggas over here, put them in our communities, pushed us out, and y'all laundered all this money through Ukraine. Let crack come to the White House.
Right.
I mean, basically showed us how you just I already did the crime bill. Y'all already let me be the vice president.
And my
be
son,
the president and really just shit on y'all. And y'all let it go. Like, y'all just let it happen. Y'all just let it happen and then let him slip up out of there.
And pardon his son on the same charges he locked y'all up with.
On the same charge, yeah. And pardon, and even though he said no one is, if my son gets charged, no one's getting, which I understand. At the end of the day, you understand, you want to pardon your son, cool, but then you pardon Dr. Fauci, who's a serial grandparent killer.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose who y'all hate and who to condemn and who not to condemn.
Because
So we're gonna
the media
condemn.
told them. The
Yeah,
media told them. They softened it up. Oh
yeah. So
well,
we're gonna
we really
condemn
don't know
Charlie
where the
Kirk.
crack come from. It was in a White House, but we really don't know where it could have been. Anyway, see, but if it was Trump, they wouldn't even. It wouldn't be no. Let's speculate. It'll be like, yeah, Trump did it. You know what I'm saying? Trump did
Yeah,
it. It's Trump's.
yeah.
Trump is on
They're
crack.
out here fighting ICE people. Like they out here fighting the ICE officers.
Right.
They're out here throwing stuff at the ICE officers, slashing ICE off. I mean, white people. There ain't no black people out there.
Yeah.
But they're out here acting a fool.
In front of the cars while they driving, holding it while they driving. Now ICE is driving out. They in front of the cars, like trying to push back while the car moving. All of this. So all of this they're doing. Yes.
Black people are talking about how these illegals are in our communities taking over, but you've got the white liberals out there fighting ICE to keep them here. When we're telling you, it's a problem in our community. Like, I mean, and y'all are fascists. Y'all are what?
Yeah, and this is and like we was just going back to with freedom. Listen, when you work for a job or a company and things, it's something that's called the social media clause, where on social media, they first of all, before they hire you, they go through your social media, making sure you're not talking crazy on your social media, because a lot of people didn't get hired. Like when they applied for a job, they were denied because of social media posts. So that's why, do y'all remember, even before he got assassinated, Charlie Kirk, before then, they'll tell you if you're going to apply for a job for a company, especially if you're making some good money, make sure, not even good money, but just make sure your social media
career.
Yeah, you make sure you don't have nothing crazy on your social media. So that was already given. So now when you get fired from your job because you are here praising this, what happened, and now you act like, oh my God, they are just going against our First Amendment speech and it's President Trump fault. No. That's your company's policies.
Yeah.
These were the rules before Charlie Kirk. These were the rules before then. So now you see how they're trying to spin it. Now they're trying to spin it on conservatives' fault. No, it's not conservatives' fault.
At the end of the day, it's a policy thing. And that's how we're trying to explain people. Like, my mother taught me a long time ago. You go into these private places, like when we were over there doing our public safety conference. When I asked the guy, I said, so we can't be here. Show me. I said, go get the policy and show me that I can't be over here in this public sidewalk. You show me for 444 North Lake Street, y'all, because we got to get permission from the city to be over here on this eminent domain public sidewalk where everybody, I see dogs shitting over here and people over here. You show me in the policy. Okay, thank you.
Right.
Got a little okay. Tanya. Thank you, Tanya, for the super
Tanya.
chat.
Thank you, T.
Money.
She said, read her comment. What'd she say?
I'm trying to put it up on the thing.
Oh.
She said, Charlie spoke boldly, teaching the word in front of diverse crowds, debating from many perspectives around the world. He did all this on display for all to witness. Who does this? Rest well in power. I respect you for this one, Zoe. Thank you.
Yes. Because at
the end of the day, it was all about debates.
Yeah. If you had a problem with what he said, just come and debate your beliefs and what you believe. That's it. Like, What is wrong with that? Okay, he believed that. And okay, so if y'all had a problem with Trayvon Martin, like we said, now Zoe said what I didn't like about that. Then Zoe, she could have said, okay, well, I didn't like what Charlie said that. So let me go debate him and tell him the reason why I didn't like what he said about Trayvon Martin. Like you said, okay, I believe that he was hunted down. He didn't have no business there, whatever. And then you let him say what he had to say, and you all have a adult dialogue and debate, and you come and say why you feel this way, say why he feel this way, and it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's it. That's how you do things.
But also, I need people to understand it's 2025. Okay, it's 2025, and before that, he was born in 1993.
Okay.
1993. I was born in 1986. Okay, people want us to keep like they want us to keep this racial divide, right?
Yes, they do.
They want to keep us to have this racial divide. Now, the country was built on racism. Absolutely. Is it racism around? Yes. There's a tweet I think I did in June. I seen something on my page about Charlie Kirk. It was like 3 or 4, but it was a snippets of him saying things about, I think it was the Civil Rights Act and stuff like that. Now, Civil Rights Act, I agree with that too, because at the end that's a whole nother argument about that. But it was some other things too, and I was like, Charlie Kirk gives racist vibes, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep. Now it's still on there, it's still on my thing, any of that. I did this in June or whatever, because every time it's like he says it was something that he said, and I liked it because it made sense. It was about he was on another podcast about, he said that he used to be a porn addict, and he said he's now a reformed Christian, right? So there was a girl on there that was stupid to me, and she says, well, did you ever, to me? And he was like, no. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, you need to get into another business. I hope you basically start loving yourself. But she was trying to be like funny, but it ended up backfiring on her, because you know what I'm saying? So when I liked it, all this, because the algorithm, all this racist stuff start coming up. I mean, all types of stuff all over the place. And so when I saw a couple of things, I'm like, I was like, but I'm not going to go dig into it, any of that stuff, because I would have to literally go look at go find the debate and stuff like that. And I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? What I know is that he's a debater. What I know is that he has did something that honestly in his lifetime nobody else has done. So you can't get mad that he got 2,000 campuses that he done built a brand, because that's what it is. And that's another thing people need to understand. He built his brand, and his brand was prove me wrong. So he's going to be at all these places, and kids was hype. You understand? This is what I'm about to say to him. And there was, if whites, blacks, Hispanics, older, younger, what's the name, tried to do it too? Myron Gaines, the Something Fit podcast one. Always be talking about women, stuff. That's a loser. But anyway, he did it too. There was people that he did that in New York. People were coming lined up, trying to debate him. You understand? Trying to say stuff. This is what this era was. This era was come and, you understand? If I got to follow him. This is y'all have an issue with, y'all have an issue with my point of views. All right, come and talk to me. You understand? They're all in their early 30s. You understand? Vashawn does his debates on Sundays.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Me and Vashawn have a thing about around reparations. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, these are young men. They are in their they're born in the 90s. Y'all want them to be oppressed so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want them to continue to live an oppressed life that they don't know nothing of.
Right. Or
And
yeah.
because they know, and because of that, people get mad and then start calling either them, if you're black and you're conservative, you're a coon. If you're white and you're a conservative, you're a racist. You understand? And it's just like, okay, so the white people can't have, like I said, white people can't, men in general, like I said on the Breakfast Club, if they go against anything that's not the agenda, well, it was Democratic agenda, but anything against Democratic agenda, you already coming out with a rape charge. You're gonna come out with a rape charge, a sexual harassment charge immediately. Be like that. They have learned how to silence people or walk around eggshells, especially white people. White people can't say nothing. They're all racist, and that's not true. You understand what I'm saying? Just like all black people are not good people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching. I got 20. There's 20 black. Look, we have 0 black leadership in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
0 black leadership. None of them cannot do nothing for us. They can't do nothing for us, and no matter how much evidence you have, everything to show, they literally cannot help you at all. So why will I continue to support a bunch of black people who literally cannot do nothing for us?
Right.
But they can scream to the top of their lungs how racist MAGA is, how racist Charlie Kirk is, how racist any white Christian is, and I'm supposed to take it, and if I don't take it, I'm a coon.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they don't do their research. I'm looking at the clips that they circulate, and it's always the same ones. It's always the same
It's
ones.
always the same one.
Yeah. And I'm saying, okay, I can see how people can think, okay, he's racist. I can see how people, just looking at that, can think it's because I'm seeing how they did with Trump. How is it that they got millions of people hating Trump, and then we ask them why so they never have a they never can tell us, and they always revert back to Central Park 5
Central Park 5
and when he didn't
when he did
rent back in the
blacks
70s.
rent or something like that.
In the
But
70s.
when it comes, but you got clips of Joe Biden
right
talking crazy about us when he was a senator. Taking pictures with KKK.
Yep. Right.
But Obama speaking at Robert Byrd's funeral, saying how much a fine man this KKK man was.
Yeah.
Nobody, no go viral. Media don't take it. Media don't act a fool with it. MSNBC, ABC, NBC, nobody don't. They don't take none of that.
Yeah, but tell us, so I can see with the clips that's circulated, I can see if you don't know, if you not, if you like they have managed to brainwash a whole lot of us. If you don't, if you that's just stuck right there, don't do no research. I can see it. I can see how they have succeeded in making a lot of people hate this man, think he's racist. A lot of people are hating Trump and think he's racist. But it's for the selected few who have done their research and looked at it in the whole context and saw, okay, I see what he was saying. Oh, I see. I actually agree with that. I agree with that. And then it may be some things you might say, you might know where they're coming from or where they're trying to go with it. You may not still agree with that. And that's okay, because you can agree to disagree. You can say, okay, everything totally, I agree with that. Like Kevin Samuels, perfect example. They kept showing these clips about how he talking about older women like, just you washed up, you all this stuff when he went in on one girl, just that particular girl, and the reason why he did that to her. But they kept showing that, and they was just like, had all the women hating him, right? But then when I went back and looked at all his clips, I'm like, damn, I agree everything with this man saying, almost like 90-some%. Like it was some, I was like, okay, now Kevin, you ain't have to say that. That was kind of harsh. That was going there. But in the overall general sense, I understood exactly what he was saying, why he was saying it. So when you go, so I can see how they can really, really program people when just looking at certain clips uh to have just come to a conclusion that this person is race, or this person is a bad person, or this person is. I can see it because I see how what they have done a fantastic.
Yeah, and
job.
that's why majority of these people that's on the Democratic side is brainwashed. I'll tell you
Yes,
how brainwashed they are. When the Hispanics and the Asians came, and the Amish, but when the Hispanics and the Asians percentage was high for voting for Trump, it was people saying, "Damn, y'all voting to go back." These people assimilated to our culture. They
right.
assimilated in America. These are people who got their citizenship, and or majority got their citizenship. They fled from their ghetto cousins that Biden and them brought over here. So yes, send them back because
Right.
that's why I came from there to come over here. But the media, the Jasmine Crockett's, the Roland Martins, all these people, all these Hispanics, how y'all gonna vote? How y'all gonna vote for that when he's gonna deport y'all?
Because
Is that what I'm saying? What?
Because they
Is
had
that
enough
like
sense.
what are you talking about? Like y'all don't, the Democratic Party, y'all don't take account for nothing. Like y'all lost that election because y'all are delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all lost that election because y'all were trying to start like a weird revolution with liberals and Marxist politicians in our in our government, and we don't want Marxism, socialism, or communism.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Trump won by a landslide. And y'all are going to continue to lose by landslides and landslides and landslides because y'all are doubling down on Marxism, communism, and socialism that
When
nobody does not want, as you can see.
and people and the problem is too, they see, because you can see how the tide is turning. You can see better how they're these companies are, like you said, are taking accountability and making sure that those people who celebrated his death were getting fired.
Right.
You could tell how these companies are with Bill Maher and not Bill Maher, I'm sorry. What was that dude who just Kimball?
Jimmy Kimmel, but I think he's getting his job back.
Yeah, because he had he get his
I
job back.
say he was suspended, but I mean,
Yeah,
he was on another note. He was never funny to me. Him,
yeah,
Stephen
because
Colbert.
his
So yeah,
ratings,
they weren't funny to me. So I
his
mean, I didn't care if they was gone or anyway. I mean, I don't
no,
care if he was gonna be gone or not.
yeah, because his
You're
ratings were
not
going.
funny.
Because the ratings are going. Listen, that's how I'm telling you all. You can see how the time it has shifting because people tired of this garbage now. People don't want to hear this. He was
No,
never
nobody there.
that, and his ratings was already dropping after during the campaign, and now his ratings were dropping because people, like you were saying, so all you did was bash Trump all through your show and
Yeah.
all through that.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Half
the whole time.
the whole time.
It was no jokes. Like, and the crazy thing is, it's not enough people that hate Trump for your
Right,
jokes ain't hitting. Like none of and I'm watching regular comedians who can't stand Trump, jokes not hit because
right,
y'all are. It's not funny because at the end of the day, we literally because y'all really don't know y'all. Like I said, we lost comedy a long time ago, but y'all don't do y'all homework. So we were literally about to lose this country to a bunch of foreign nationals, and y'all are talking about Trump.
Right.
It's not nothing funny about us about to lose our country
Yeah.
to some foreign nationals who hate America.
Right.
But y'all don't know, because y'all are trying to entertain people who also, anybody that laugh at anything that y'all are saying, there's nothing funny about it, because at the end of the day, like, we literally and still are under attack.
Yeah, we literally, like, we're living that, and it's not funny. And half of the country understood it, where majority of the country understood that. That's why that's why we said, you know what? It don't matter. We not, when it come down to it, we're all Americans, one nation under God. And if we allow this, where about, like so, where your family gonna go if they take over this country? Where you gonna go? Like you said, our embassy is
Yeah,
here.
our embassy
We
is
don't
the
have no
government.
vote.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I said. I refuse to argue with anybody, because, like I said, I was locked up in Bahamas before. And what I'm saying? So I saw the, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, my hand is in Nassau hands.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So yeah, like and so my thing is, like, y'all, like, people gonna have to just come to some type of logical, because this is a logical, common sense battle.
Right.
That and we're not gonna all agree on. Me and you don't agree on a lot of things. I mean, not a lot. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We agree, but I'm saying, like, I say fuck. I'll be ready to go all the way. You be like, Zoe, it's the way that you got to do it. You know, you da. But because I be so over these people being so stupid that, you understand, I just be done. But you have to bring me back into reality to be like, look, so you can't say it like this, or you can't do it like that, because these people really do not know, or they don't understand, or da. And it's like, yeah, but y'all want to, like, it's a debate thing now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a debate. Everything is a debate. And it's like, nah, like everything is not a debate. These are my opinions. This is how I feel. I'm currently fighting the establishment. I'm fighting the Democratic establishment. You know what I'm saying? So none of y'all have stood with me. Y'all don't understand. We're literally losing our kids to indoctrination. So that's, you know, like, people can get mad at Charlie Kirk all they want, but honestly, Charlie Kirk had the youth ear.
Yeah, and he woke up a lot of people from this
Because
garbage.
honestly, you need the youth ear. The youth are the future. Yes, y'all may not agree with a lot of his ideology, but a lot of that stuff that he was talking, maybe the Christian ideology you guys don't believe in if you're not Christian. But hey, if you take religious away and you talk about the basic facts of what's going on, the liberal bias that the media is talking about, and how everybody think how all black people, how we just oppress and all that stuff. They don't even talk about how many people, like, they, like, a lot of black conservatives got their break from Charlie Kirk. He also employed a lot of black conservatives.
Exactly.
But they don't talk about that either.
They don't, because they don't want you to know, like he said, they don't tell you. I employ a lot of black people, and I understand that because of how the media have done, they making a division thing. So I understand that I can't go to the black community and tell them what needs to be said to them, and they receive it. So I understand that they make them receive it more from a black person telling them. So this is just regular, like what we doing. Can't no white person come and do what we just did. Far as do this, because they would have, because Brandon Johnson still doing it. They would have labeled that white person racist, and that he attacking the black man, which is Brandon Johnson. And he would say, oh, he's just attacking me because I'm black and this and that. And then all the black people would have just cut the message out, even though he was right. They would have just cut it out and just say, oh, he attacking a black man. If he was if these were white people doing what we would do.
Brandon Johnson is literally like destroying South Side of Chicago, like destroying the South Side of Chicago, while saying that we gotta fight Trump. We have to defend our democracy. We have to defend, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to take everything from black people. Boy, you taking everything from black people.
Yeah. And
you
have
taking
taken.
everything from black people. Yeah, like what are you talking about?
But you don't supposed to know that, Zoe, because the black people we arguing with, Zoe, ain't never been there to see. But the black people we arguing with are saying Brandon Johnson is the best mayor ever.
Yeah, and no. He. I mean, it's gonna be a
No,
blowout.
I'm saying
However,
the black people
yeah.
we
But the one we
arguing with,
yeah.
saying he's the best. Those the same people saying he's the best mayor ever. Who never been down there, who never seen nothing, who don't see what's going on. So those are the people that we are the people who don't know nothing, but then arguing with us. The people who didn't go and look at his clips.
We are so triggered as black people.
Yeah.
We are so triggered. Like we are so triggered with certain words.
Yeah.
With certain things. And honestly, I blame the schools. I blame parenting too. Because parenting, at the end of the day, what the schools don't teach you or what they're not teaching you, you're not learning either. And I blame a person that's grown yourself, because if you're coming from if you feel like we're just going to be the victims for the rest of our for the rest of history, like if our history for the rest, like until we leave, like until I die, you die, everything, we're going to continue to keep this manufactured oppression when we got everything they have.
Right. It's so many.
The only thing we don't have is leadership in government.
That's it. You got kids
in government.
So we got kids that are millionaires right now.
Yeah, off the social media.
We got kids. We got more kids millionaires than I ever saw in my lifetime. We got more kids now. Yeah. That's millionaires now. We got more kids
without going to college.
Without going to college. More kids, more and they want to tell you so oppressed. Yeah. I mean, that's why everything, and my thing is this, and this is why I know that people have a problem. And when I said what I said, because I meant what I said with him, people who don't know, some people who I know on my Facebook, on my timeline, who's not into politics, never met this man till he passed away, and maybe somebody put a bad tweet out about him and they steady reposting it and sharing it. Now, I know you don't know nothing about this man, but you pushing this narrative where you don't know nothing about him. This is what people do. They don't know. And so with those people, what I'm saying is how this is why we are where we are. You don't even know this man, but because you see a post with somebody saying, or a video of a clip of it, you post that like, yup, see, that's why I told y'all he racist. And now you want to demonize everybody else who's saying good things about him. And you don't know nothing about
him. Don't be black.
And you don't know nothing about him.
You're automatically a coon.
Cool, but you don't even know this man. You just saw this clip, and now you're demonizing anybody who say something good about him that's black. And you don't even know.
Something. We talk about everybody. We don't like they hate Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
They hated Kevin Samuels. They hate Charleston White.
Mm-hmm.
They hate Trump. They hate Charlie Kirk. They hate me. They hate you. They hate anybody that's not gonna be we shall overcome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We shall anybody anybody that's like, nah, like I've been around, like I grew up around white people. Like I know what a racist is. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna call it out, like Steve Bolton, a racist. But when I talk about things like that, well, I hear well, you can't say one person is. Well, you can't tell me what I can't say what you can't tell me that.
Right.
Yeah, like,
Right.
like I can't tell you. Like, I don't tell nobody how they should feel.
Right.
Do you tell anybody how they should feel?
No. No.
So what makes you think that you can tell me how I can feel? And
Right.
if I don't agree with you telling me how I can feel, why I gotta be a coon?
Right. Why you gotta be why do I have to allow you to tell me what I can talk about or what I can say or how I can say it and what I should be feeling or not feel? And I'm gonna allow you to dictate that to me. So in other words, have me to the point censorship, or like you said, take my freedom of speech, scared that you're gonna say something because I'm gonna say something that you don't agree with. Now you're irrelevant to me. I don't care. I don't know you. I've never seen you. You don't have nothing you are doing or saying about me right now is going to stop anything I'm doing. But I'm going to allow you to censor me.
Like Latanya said, never watch a debate.
Yeah, never
watched one of Charlie Kirk's debate.
Yeah, these people I know didn't. And then you and they argue with me.
And they say they never. I don't need to watch one. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I think you should. I think you should. If you're gonna go around with that narrative and hate everybody that doesn't that likes Charlie Kirk, I think you should. I think you should. Because I mean, they're having prayer vigils all over the country and the world.
Right.
There's people. We saw a guy the other day. What did he say? He flying out to Arizona, black man, with his beautiful black son on his shoulders.
So did.
What did he say? I'm flying out to Arizona.
He said because he said everything that man said, he helped everybody. He helped, yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, for all the millions, or I don't even know if it's for the 100,000, I'm saying for the 100,000 Negroes that hated him, and the million liberals who are paying the 100,000 Negroes to hate him, millions of people, hundreds of millions of people from all over the world respected this man because he spoke his truth.
Right.
When this party, the Democratic Party, has silenced anybody that doesn't agree with their agenda.
Yeah. Yeah. They used to call it, remember, Zoe, couldn't even, the things we did, remember me and you went and protest the library at the, when they was doing the gender affirming 0 through 2, what was it, 0 through 5-year-olds. Remember we were down there and then protesting stuff. Now, back about a couple of years ago, when Obama and them was in office, they called that hate speech. Remember, we would have got arrested, got in trouble, everything. They called that hate speech.
Right.
But we were exercising our right. Now, we wasn't doing none of this stuff that they doing to ICE officers. We wasn't throwing bottles at them. We wasn't stopping the kids, blocking the door from the kids.
But they were mad. A lot of them but they were mad.
Yeah.
Mad at what? Mad because our tax dollar is going to drag queens reading to 5-year-olds. I mean, like little stuff like that. But like we can't say nothing. Like at the end of the day,
back in the day we couldn't. Now we can. Now we can.
But
that's
the left, the liberals, whatever they want to call each other, whatever they identify as, they mocked Trump getting shot at.
Oh yeah, remember that?
They mocked him getting shot. I mean, they were saying stuff like, "Damn, they should have. Why did he miss?
He only had one job. He only had one job.
I mean, like, damn.
They was like, he only had one job. One job to shoot.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all went straight devil. Now, y'all went straight devil, and then talking about a democracy.
Right. And then what about, let's flip this though. What do you think would have happened if that would have happened to Obama, and then the white people were saying what they were saying?
Man, they would have been well, the media would have been sicing it because I mean, the media be sicing it. So
Oh yeah, they would be like, "Oh my
So you understand?
God,
They would have
these people
made
need to be
sure every white firm and company would have been out of business.
right, right." Lock
Yeah,
these
you
people up.
understand?
Yep.
Like they would have been trying to indict everybody. You
Yes.
understand? Like it would have been I mean, oh my God, 40
Could you
days, 40
imagine
nights, 40
that?
days, 40 nights.
Exactly, exactly. They would have egged it
I want
on
to know.
with.
I hope nobody on this that's watching this right now think that you think I'm gonna cry or be upset when Jesse Jackson Sr. passed away. I hope. I'll be quite honest. I'm not gonna praise all that, but he was a terrible person. He still
Yeah,
is a terrible person. He's a terrible person. So I don't care what people feel like. Oh, he paved the way. He paved the way for nobody. He paved the way for himself. He paved the way. Now he was a piece of crap. However, would I praise his death? No. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
right.
absolutely not. I wouldn't praise nobody. Anybody that I'm not fond of, I would never praise their death, but I also wouldn't speak about it.
I wouldn't exactly so. What I would do is, what you would see me do is nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Go eat.
Go
You
eat.
want
I
to get
would
a
say
drink?
nothing. If I
Yeah,
don't have anything,
They say Jesse checked out. They say Jesse checked out. Oh, oh, yeah.
yeah,
So
that's it. I'm not gonna go on there and
yeah,
say, yeah, ha ha ha, this and that. No, and then expect my job if I was working for a corporate company or any company, and I go in there and say all of that, and then they come and
yeah. No,
then they come and I'm supposed to keep my job. I wouldn't even
no.
expect it. But see, this is how entitled. But see, so because that they have created a climate like this, they have been doing this. So it's no accountability over that side for them. So they were able
That's why.
before
Yeah,
Trump,
that's why they crashing out now.
yeah, before Trump got in office, they were able to praise this type of stuff. Like I keep saying, if we would talk anything about LGBT or I mean the trans or whatever, they would counsel you and they will call you hate speech, label you, pick on you, bully you, and it was acceptable. It was no accountability on that side. Now it's
Yep.
account. Now they can't believe because now they're being held accountable for the things they have done, and they
Well,
now it's like,
that
how
happens when
dare
you cheat.
you?
That happens when you cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's
but
how dare you hold me
that happens
accountable?
when you cheat. You understand? Y'all should have
Yeah.
never cheated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all cheated, and then y'all really thought that black people were stupid because y'all really thought black people were stupid. Y'all counted us out so badly
Yeah. Yeah.
with voting. Y'all counted us out so badly with the whole voting situation that y'all put these foreign nationals in these democratic positions
Mm-hmm.
and thought that it was it. You know what I'm saying? And that so like, thank God for the ones who woke up, and thank God for the allies who was
Yeah.
standing
Thank God.
strong with us
And
because
thank God for
y'all
people.
cannot move in this world without allies. So black people. So
Right.
I don't care what y'all say, how y'all want to move, and how y'all want to say it. Y'all cannot move in this world, in this country, without white people. So
Right.
that's just what it is, and it's vice versa. They cannot move without black people. And there, so the divisiveness with the black and white, especially on the conservative side, y'all need to keep that same energy that y'all let them liberals and them coons do on the Democratic side.
Right. Right.
Y'all let them live and breathe and sell us out and all that stuff. But when it comes to the conservatives and we wanna do our own thing and be independent and do our
Mm-hmm.
values and stuff like that, it's like, hold on now. Hold on. How dare you? How dare you want your own?
Yep. How dare
Yeah.
you want to say what you want to believe
Yeah, how dare
and
you? How
think for
dare
yourself?
no. Every conservative, every white Republican is a racist.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to stay on course.
Yes.
But them same Democrats and them same white liberals will never bring up that Malcolm X quote about the dangers of white liberals.
Right. Oh no. They gonna quote all
They'll also will never bring up how he talks about how black people just keep voting Democrat.
Right.
Exactly. Like Mary said, how dare you think for yourself?
Right. How dare you think for yourself?
How dare you think for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Y'all want me to live like y'all have this slavery fetish.
Yeah.
You understand? Like y'all want me to believe in pissing in an outhouse. Yep. Y'all want us, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I see people be like, oh, I'm about to go to a like in Louisiana, like a couple of times when I went to New Orleans, some of my friends were like, oh, we about to go see go to the plantation. To the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, you coming? No. First of all, why am I paying?
Right.
Why would I pay to go see where slaves used to be?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want this struggle so bad. And I'm not saying no black person should be paying to go view a plantation. Now, if I want to go see a plantation, I'm not paying.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to fucking pay? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like certain things just doesn't make any sense to me, so I'm not going to do it. However, people want to continue this narrative, and my thing is, the history is there. The history will never. Slavery happened. You understand? Slavery. We built this country. 250 years of we get it. We understand it. But are we going to continue to talk about that and then be angry and outright mad at every white person you see because you have PTSD about it? Or are we going, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you can't get mad at everybody because of that. Yeah, y'all talk about like Jasmine Crockett and all that. Y'all bring that white supremacy. Y'all talk about that stuff, but y'all never talk about the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. Y'all never talk about the Civil War. Y'all never talk about the radical Republicans. Y'all never talk about Abraham Lincoln. Y'all never talk about any of those things because y'all would have to admit that the Republicans is the ones who freed us from slavery. But y'all can't say that. Y'all can't do that because you're a Democrat and you took an oath to that Democratic machine.
Y'all would have to you would have to admit that when we were free, most of the people who got in office of our ancestors were Republicans. Y'all would have to admit that.
Right. So y'all can't say that. Y'all won't say that. Y'all won't talk about how Andrew Johnson put us back in Johnson put us back. You won't talk about put us back in there. Y'all will never discuss that. Y'all will never discuss who the radical Republicans are. You will never discuss them white men. Y'all will never discuss them at all because it goes against y'all made up oppression that we're living in 2025. Girls, kiss my ass.
250 years later, you want me to still identify with that?
Yeah.
Now, not just acknowledge, okay, we acknowledge that happened. You want me to take on that identity 2025 and live in that oppression, live in that mentality right now when I can do anything I want to do if I want to do it. Only person that's stopping me is me.
Yeah. We're still talking about our history. Right now, we got a president that y'all hate. Y'all hate him with a passion, who's out here talking about the 14th Amendment for us. Talking about the 14th Amendment and talking about ending birth citizenship rights because that was supposed to be for the slave babies, which I'll get mad because he said slave babies. But because he said slave babies, and he's out here fighting, he's out here fighting for it. It's in SCOTUS right now, Supreme Court right now, about ending birth citizenship rights, so these illegals can stop coming over here and having these anchor babies on us. But Y'all don't want to get into that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to discuss that. Y'all quiet about it.
Yeah. The Democrats don't want to acknowledge
talking
it.
Loud about it, but y'all won't say nothing about it.
The Democrats won't even acknowledge that that's
they won't even acknowledge it.
Which would be like, don't y'all think that would be a big deal for us, y'all? Y'all don't think that not for nobody else, just for Black Americans?
Only president, now mind you, only president in the United States history that's doing this. Only president in the United States history that said we built this nation.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't gonna talk about that either.
No. Why would they? The Democrats not gonna talk now. And listen, if it was somebody, if one of the Democrats, if that was their agenda, which is not, but if it was, the media and them, they would have been praising whoever they president who was a Democrat doing. They would have been praising it like it was the second coming.
Just like they keep ignoring the 22 million illegal immigrants that Biden brought over here. I mean that brought over here with Kamala. Like they brushed that underneath the rug. Like they don't even want to talk about that. Like
but y'all want to show us
running the countries. I mean, running these democratic cities. Y'all don't want to talk about none of that.
None of that.
Talk about is this man is violating the U.S. Constitution. Who violated the U.S. Constitution?
Yeah.
Y'all don't even care about the U.S. Constitution. Y'all never care about the U.S. Constitution because as soon as y'all brought these illegals, as soon as y'all put these foreign nationals in our government, they don't even know what the U.S. Constitution is. Because if they did, they would have never been okay with what's going on right now.
Then you have Congressman, what's her name, Della Ramirez, or what's her name? Delia. Talking about she still got some family members. She got family members that's illegal. So you a Congress woman, and you got people in your family that's breaking the law. But you are arrested. We as citizens will get arrested for breaking the law. Make that make sense. And y'all okay? And y'all think that we supposed to be okay? Like we supposed to say, okay, what ICE is it's an ugly job that ICE have to do what they're doing, because it was ugly when that border was open and 22 billion people rushed over that border.
And if Kamala would have got in, how many?
50 million was waiting on election day to see if she wanted or not to open that door. 50 million.
Yeah.
So we would have, so y'all thought that y'all okay with the border being open and Border Patrol were getting stumped. Remember that video? We had put it on our social media. They were stumping Border Patrol, pushing them, kicking them. Some lost their lives, trapping over them, coming over the border. So that was okay. That was okay. The media, and they lied and told you that wasn't even happening. So that was okay. But now the media want to show you ICE officers being attacked from arresting criminals, by the way, who have did heinous crimes on kids. But so they want to show you protesters, because it's getting to the point where you got to these protesters are so obstructing the law enforcement that they got to now just use force to get them away. And they want to show you that and make you feel sorry for these protesters and feel sorry for these criminal illegal aliens who came over here. And that's okay. And y'all won't, and the media want to show you to feel sorry for this, but they didn't want you to, they want to acknowledge the 22 million that came over here in our communities that were unvetted. And a lot of them were child, molesters, and all that. So
sex child,
like you said,
the child sex trafficking is at an all-time high. The drug trafficking is at an all-time high. Human trafficking is at an all-time high. But this man right here is the problem.
This man right here is the problem, because he spoke about and spoke up.
Because he doing prove me wrong debate.
And you can go and talk to him and prove him wrong. If I believe in my ideology, if I believe in my belief so strong, then if I debated him, then why you mad? Because if I believe what I believe strongly, and I said what I believe, and he said what he believed, why are we mad?
Why mad?
Only a person who mad is a person who can't defend their ideology because it's undefensible. You can't defend this garbage. You know you can't. You can't. You can't do it. And so now you mad because you tried to defend it and he shut it down, and you know he did because you can't. It's under who. It's common sense. Some of this stuff is biology. Some of this stuff is common sense, and you can't defend it. But you're mad because you don't have no defense. So now you want to just kill somebody. It's just like people who can't beat you, Zoe. Like they mad because you doing good. And they can't beat you, so now they want to kill you. They can't. They want to fight you, but they know they can't beat you. So now they just want to kill you. It's just the same as those type of people who said, I want to fight you, and then when you start fighting, they get their butt whooped. Now they put out a gun and shoot you because you can't win.
Right, and that's honestly what's going on now. Like, y'all, we literally have a anger issue. And I said we got the FBI.
So they want to call us.
Oh yeah, but they're like, I'm getting chewed out right now. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? People hosting Twitter spaces about us.
About us.
They mad because we won't go in there and debate them. When I got real life issues going on, and none of these people have stood with us about what our personal issues. Y'all don't even care about how we got started. Y'all don't care about what was the whole purpose. Like, what's the purpose of Chicago Flips Red? Y'all not caring about the bigger issues in Chicago. These people from all over. They're not even from Chicago. Right. And y'all are holding Twitter spaces about us. Like, I mean, and our own people, Black people. Yeah, and going in on us, dragging us, talking about us, all types of crazy stuff, and you want us to go in there and go back and forth. No, I'm not. I would never do that. I'm not. I've been in a few before even like I decided to do Chicago Flips Red after I did the Breakfast Club. A lot of people ask me, hey, could I come in there and talk and stuff like that? And every time I went in there, I watched and heard people going back and forth, arguing, screaming with each other, calling people out their names, all that stuff. I'm like, oh no, this is not what I signed up for. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas can't even have a regular conversation in here.
No. And why would I go? I've never been in none of those spaces. I refuse. Now, people sent me some stuff about like when they plaster Chicago Flips Red sellouts or Chicago Flips Red or shit like that. People are sending like saying that never. First of all, why would I waste my time to go in there?
Right.
Period. Talking to people or listen to people talk about me or people talk about our people who don't even live here, not even experiencing what we experience, don't even care to experience. Because I didn't see none of these people that was around.
They don't even have their picture up.
And argue with somebody who scared to even put
because their white employer will fire them.
Yeah, you scared to have a profile.
You talk about white people like a dog in there.
A dog.
I talk about anybody that's not against whatever. I don't know what y'all. I honestly don't even know what y'all stand for at this point. But anybody that's not going to be in there arguing with you about dumb stuff because y'all have no solutions. And anybody that that says anything that like they got mad at me. I know they got mad at me specifically this week because Charlie Kirk.
They just don't want you to like Charlie Kirk. So first of all,
now mind you, all I said was that just like Charlie Kirk defends the Second Amendment, I'll die for my country for my First Amendment right. And
Oh no, I saw that.
Hell! Oh my God!
Yeah,
what?
And you think I'm gonna let people like that control what I'm thinking and what I have to say? How never?
Yeah,
Never.
I've literally, my First Amendment right has literally been suppressed by this administration, the Brandon Johnson administration, from the Tony Preckwinkle administration, for 2 years now. I've been arrested. I have been banned. So I know, you understand, like, so because I used his quote about his Second Amendment,
Your
that
own
they
people.
tried to talk about him, like, you understand, like, that's what you get, you understand, like, you
Your own
for the Second
people.
Amendment, and now you got shot by the same man, like what, like, y'all, I tell you, y'all some undiagnosed weirdos, you understand,
Yeah.
but since we're gonna take it there, I'm willing to die for my First Amendment. So what y'all gonna do, kill me?
Mm-hmm. That's
Kill
because
me? Oh, see, you take it out of context. No, I'm not. I'm like, because he white. You understand what I'm saying? Because he white, y'all have to take it all the way somewhere else. Like, as you see with Charleston White. You understand? Charleston White got the right to say whatever he want to say. But they said that Charleston White he got banned off of YouTube. He got banned off of other stuff talking about Charlie Kirk, right? So we was like, well, that's not fair, and stuff like that. My thing is, though, you can't, like, the issue is the hate of this man. Fuck that white boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, what?
You can't see, the problem is this. You can't promote killing somebody for their First Amendment speech while trying to say you protecting it. That man got killed for his First Amendment speech, and you're basically promoting taking his speech, because he paid the ultimate price with his life for the First Amendment, his First Amendment speech. So you cannot say that you're exercising your First Amendment right, celebrating somebody taking his right. So that's speech right. But with his life, you're promoting violence and celebrating that, which gives other people and people to kill you for your freedom of speech. Now, Charleston White, what he said, that because y'all into all of that, that could embolden somebody to go kill Charleston White, because what he said, they don't like what he said about Charlie Kirk. Now they can embolden him to go kill him, and they celebrate it. Let's make it cool. Y'all celebrate. So on both ends, you have to stop it. You cannot celebrate this type of behavior with silencing people for their First Amendment speech. You can't promote that. You have to just say, hey, on both, we got to stop it. Shit, nobody died for their First Amendment speech, and you cannot celebrate it or egg it on, because if we keep doing that, that means if Zoe say something that somebody don't like, they can kill her, and then it's gonna be celebrated.
Right.
Then they can kill this person, it's
like,
gonna be celebrated.
It's about to be like, but be like, want an unnecessary war. Like, shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So yesterday, I get this. In Chicago Fifth Red, a minstrel show.
Now this person don't even have a face on their name. They got right.
Yeah. So then they tagged my page. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see it because I got this nigga muted.
Sure did. They gonna tag you like you want, like you gonna come in there.
They tag me because they want me to come into these these coon spaces. They are the real coons, but
yeah,
they are the real coons, but they're just in denial about it. But they really are the real coons. However,
these are the type of things people are putting up, guys.
Yeah, this was the one. This finally, I had time. I had time yesterday, but we get these all the time, right?
Yeah.
So,
never go into. I can't tell you one of those.
Because that's what they want.
I refuse to go.
Yeah,
why would I spend?
I'm never going. Like, meet me outside of it. Meet me outside of it, because I'm never going in.
Yeah. So, why would I even waste my time?
Y'all do stuff like this, and then when and then you're tagging me. Then when I clap back and talk about how all y'all do is beg for reparations in these meetings, and not putting in the work, y'all ain't none of y'all applying to be a lobbyist. Ain't nobody getting themselves together. Ain't nobody in the group figuring out how they're going to get in government, any of that. Y'all take me saying, y'all beg for reparations all day, and I mean, just crashed out.
But they
Crashed
said
out this Saturday, just crashed out.
we beg
Just
for the
crashed
white
out,
man.
but
But they
not,
said we beg. But they
huh?
said we begging the white man, Zoe. They said we
They
begging the
said we
white
begging the
man.
white man.
We cooning for the white man.
Yeah, we cooning for the white man.
They can say all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even talking about some y'all out here asking for donations to go to Congressional Black Caucus. And I didn't do any pay. I don't never go on here and discuss any of y'all. I don't talk about y'all at all. All I've always did was try to. I've been for the ADOS, the FBAs, all these people. I've been nothing but cordial to y'all. If anybody's asked me questions, DM me certain things, ask me to retweet something, repost it, I do it. But y'all are gonna repay me with this? And y'all think that I'm supposed to continue to allow y'all to have these spaces and these negative think pieces and thought about who I am and what I stand for? Ain't nobody dealing with this. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, I have time. If people would have looked at, because I went in on him. Like, I mean, I straight went in on him, like tagged him, everything. And then out of that, then that's when I kept saying, like, all y'all do is beg for reparations. Talking, all of this is all in the same when this is going on.
Yeah.
But y'all took that piece, y'all took that part, and
because
and sent it to everybody. That's the ADOS, all FBA, all the reparation. Like, what does she mean begging for reparations? But y'all didn't see this. Nobody didn't check him. Nobody didn't say, nah, man. No, they say, nah, they put in the work, or nah, they freedmen, or no, they talk about this. You know, nobody came to my defense at all. Came to Chicago Fist Red defense at all. Y'all let them do this, and y'all continue to let these black coons drag us and drag our group. But then when I say something, the only thing that y'all take, like y'all do with Charlie Kirk, like what y'all do with Trump and anybody else, y'all take that one little thing and then just go with it. I mean, what's her name? Flojo. Y'all Flojo with it. Like that, I mean, and it's like, what? So all morning, I'm just like, man, nah. Y'all like, I unfollowed so many people, probably lost a lot of FBA followers, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, y'all are not going to sit here and continue to let this happen when y'all never have no solutions. And y'all have turned these Twitter spaces into love and hip hop drama. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't have y'all hate the white man. Y'all hate government. Y'all hate the Republicans. Y'all hate Democrats. Y'all hate everybody. Y'all hate everybody, and then think that somebody's going to continue to allow y'all to talk crazy about me now. So I don't care. I'm gonna stand on this hill by myself, like I've been standing.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna continue to stand on this hill. But yesterday I had time. Now I'm not gonna address it no more. I'm not addressing it no more. I'll do it one time. But I just want to let y'all know that at the end of the day, y'all are. This is pathetic. This is legit pathetic.
No, it's like this, though.
And then it started like this, and I'm gonna show you how it ended.
But see, it be your own people. That's why I keep saying we can't.
Yeah, definitely be your own people.
But that's why I don't. That's why when people get mad because I had an opinion about Charlie Kirk, and I like I said, y'all want me to hate this man, and I don't. Y'all want me to hate Trump.
Yeah.
Now y'all mad. I don't care
at all.
Whether none of you all, wherever you are, we gotta say Chicago.
Y'all ain't moving the needle. Ain't doing shit.
We gotta save Chicago. Ain't none of y'all that I know living in Chicago. Chicago don't feel like that. Chicago know that, okay, we need saving. They know Chicago feels red. Is it, what is that? Have Black America forgotten who the real enemy is?
Yeah,
Chicago.
That's the new one. You might change about it, but yeah, but that's it. And what still hashtag Chicago feels red. How Black Americans forgot who the real enemy is. And that goes
Chicago
to,
feels red.
Yeah, Chicago feels red. So
yeah, skin color
the
don't
real
make
enemy is, I guess, the white man.
You see what I'm saying? So if you Black, right, and you don't hate the white man, then you can't get along with these people.
Yeah.
I don't listen. That's why I keep saying me and Zoe never try. So when we always have roll alone, right?
Right.
For real, like we always have. Now, along the way of our journey, we had people, well, you started with people, but I'm saying we had people that come, we had people to leave. We had people who behind the scenes and up. But along this journey, me and you understood really that you was by yourself when you was out there by yourself, right? And you told people,
myself, like, yeah, and I was okay with, like, when I first started this journey, I was like, okay, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to fight. Like, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's 2020. I tell this, I said, it's 2023. I said, ain't nobody protesting like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the civil, you know what I'm saying? This ain't 1964, 1960. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have a whole bunch of people marching. I get it. So I had already knew what time we're in. We're in a new generation. We're in a new millennium. So I get it. That's why, so that's what I'm saying. So to see all, even with these paid protesters and stuff, Dick Gregory Ben said that's what they do.
Yeah, and you said,
these protesters paid, baby.
And you said I stand on, and you always have said, you said I stand down this hill by myself.
Yeah,
you said, because wasn't nobody around.
I don't expect nobody to fight my fight. I don't expect nobody to fight my mother's fight, but me, my mom, that's my mom. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's my godfather. Like, this. My mother put money into that building. My mother put did all the work for her nonprofit. My mother's the one who went and got the blueprints for her affordable housing that she wanted to do. Like, yeah, my mom, so I don't care about, you understand, like, oh, I need millions of people. No. And clearly we have shown them that you don't, but we have millions behind us.
Yeah. And that's why I keep saying with these people, I'm not going to ever stop and focus on this right here.
On this
right here.
On this right here.
When Brandon Johnson is actively, and Pritzker is actively destroying Chicago and Illinois, our battle is saving Chicago and Illinois, because we got these demons actively destroying Illinois and Chicago. And you all my thing and say, look at this. And you think I'm gonna take my focus?
Going in and out.
Instead of going in and out. It's going in and out.
A little bit.
Is it, y'all? And you think I'm going to actively stop looking over here where Brandon Johnson, this is Brandon Johnson and Pritzker destroying Chicago and Illinois and doubling down on it every day. You think I'm going to take my focus from here and put it right there with those people in that space and argue with, or go back and forth, or address or care about that with some people with that? You think I'm going to
right there? I mean, do weeklies? He's not the only one. I mean, weeklies, people. I mean, weeklies, monthlies of us. I mean, to the point is like, you know, at this point, it's an obsession. It's an obsession.
Yeah.
And I gave you what y'all wanted. So
and now
because when I go in there, all I see is that y'all don't have no plans, but y'all keep begging for reparations. So I'm just trying to figure out when y'all figure out y'all plan and do what y'all need to do. Because at this point, I think y'all should be lobbyists. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all plan together and give it to, because this is who we fighting.
This is what we fight. That's what I'm
This is
saying.
who we fighting right here.
This is who we fight in prison. We
And
don't
like I
have
said,
time.
he locked arms with these people.
Yeah, we don't have time to even like for real. And what did I tell you? You was like, Zoe, whatever. Look, we're in our own lane.
In our own lane. In
Whatever
our
your
own
lane
lane, but
is,
I will crash over to yours if you come to my lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in our own lane. Whatever people lane is far as reparations, LPAs, AOC, whatever, AOS, whatever your lane is, and you fighting for reparations, and you can say something that I can probably say, oh my God, I don't agree with that or this and that. I would never, ever try to stop what you are doing, because guess what? If you fighting, if y'all ever succeed in getting reparations, look, I'm a foundational Black American. I'm going to benefit from that. If y'all ever fought that fight and won, I'm going to benefit from that, because I'm an ancestor of an enslaved baby. My ancestors, so I'm a product of that. So I'm going to benefit from that. So whatever you may say that I can say, oh, I don't agree with that. Why would I start making spaces? Why would I start tearing you down for what you're fighting for?
All because of Charlie Kirk.
All because of Charlie Kirk. But what you doing?
All because of Charlie Kirk.
Because what you doing is going to benefit me, and who and everything is going to benefit. It's not going. So if y'all fighting for reparations and y'all get it, that's going to help me. So why would I even put my mouth on that? Just let y'all do, because that's your lane. Go fight your lane. Our lane is this one right here, this guy right here, and Prisker. Why would you ever try to come in our lane and destroy when y'all see that we are moving the needle? You see that we're waking people up in Chicago. You see that it's a chance that we're going to make a change for the best. Why would you ever do that unless that's not what you want? Unless you don't want to see us really make change. You really hate that we're moving the needle. You really don't want to see it. You really got hatefulness in your heart. You see what I'm saying?
And again, get in government. It's just a lot of things. Get in government. Or let's talk about, y'all never want to talk about how much money was allocated to reparation studies.
Yeah, because we talk about
y'all never want to talk about, y'all never want to discuss all the money that was allocated to our communities that keep getting stolen. Y'all never want to discuss why we don't have no civil rights attorneys, no eminent domain attorneys. Dr. Rosita, glad to see you're here. Dr. Rosita is fighting because she's a veteran teacher, CPS teacher, and there's plenty of other veteran CPSs, Chicago public school teachers that are on, well, not Dr. Rosita, but the teachers that she's fighting for, they're on the do not hire list. They don't do not hire list for stuff like breaking a doorknob, speaking out about a sexual harassment case. All this because they don't want to pay them what teachers. Chicago, they're the highest paid teachers. In Chicago, they get a good amount of money. So because of that, they rather have people that have no degrees in education teach our kids, and that's why our kids be out here walking, protesting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't know anything. But like I said, nobody don't want to discuss that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doesn't want to discuss that we don't have any good teachers or any strong teachers that are teaching our kids what they need to be. They don't want to talk about. They don't want to discuss that. They don't want to discuss about the property theft and how we're being how we're being removed from our communities. They don't want to talk about the black on black crime in our communities that people like this piece of crap that's on this that's right here that's allowing it to happen. They don't want to discuss about Governor Pritzker doing a horrible job. They don't want to talk about none of that. But Chicago Fist Red is a grift.
And put it in the space. But you know what, Zoe? What do we expect? We don't expect nothing less. Think about it. We manage our own Chicago and Illinois business. We set it up. We don't need those people. Don't even live in Chicago or Illinois. Those people are irrelevant. We are managing we're minding our own business, Chicago and Illinois business. That's the only thing we got to worry about. Our fight is here. We have to save Chicago and Illinois, and that's the only thing we got to worry about. All the outside noises and people who don't matter, because they don't matter if they don't live in Illinois, Chicago, the ones who talking. They don't matter
they
at
don't
all.
care about the taxpayer money. Like Dick Gregory used to have, is a quote that Dick Gregory says that I wouldn't mind paying taxes to a friendlier country.
Yeah. Or when it's going directly, you can see the fruits of your labor.
Yeah,
you can
it's
see
not. Yeah,
a
like
great school,
we're literally prisoners in our own country. We can't say anything because I'm trying to tell you, they turn this into, like I said, Chicago and the state of Illinois for sure, communist, Marxist, socialism state. And we losing business. I mean, businesses is gone. You understand what I'm saying? We're losing the population. Our kids are dying. Our seniors are dying. We're building more senior nursing homes, what I call them, aka senior jails. You understand? Y'all don't care about our food. The pharmaceutical companies are upset because we're not believing in the vaccine, so y'all can continue to kill us. Y'all are indoctrinating our youth. Y'all are doing everything that is against what we want, and to the point now that you got everybody and it's not fair because mental health is, people not talking about mental health at all. You know what I'm saying? So you have no choice but to stand up and make a change. And one of the things is you have to remove, we have no leadership. We have failed. We have no leadership. Black people, we have no guidance. We have nobody that's looking out for us in government. They don't care. They don't care at all, and they're not gonna care. And they're not going to care. They're not going to want to care because at the end of the day, why should they care? Why should they care if we do not care about getting in government and voting these people out?
Yeah. Why should they care?
Yeah. Like we like all these people that's in government right now have a vendetta against America. Man.
Yes.
They got a vendetta against America. They want to keep the division going. We got blacks fighting with blacks all the time. It's a never-ending story. You've got the whites, conservatives, fighting with the white liberals. You've got the foreigners fighting with the foreigners. You've got blacks fighting with the government, but basically talking about something the government ain't never been for us. Well, you don't even want to talk about politics. When you be like, man, this shit going crap. Man, I don't do politics. Well, politics is fucking us up. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you don't want to talk about something that you need to talk about.
Right.
Because if you don't talk about it, we're gonna let another group of foreigners come in, get in government, and then next thing you know, they in there saying the new language, the new American language is we gotta learn Turkish.
Right. And y'all talking about, and y'all making spaces about Chicago flips red.
Yeah. So So I mean, at this point,
who cares? That's why
who cares? Who cares? Like, but all because
you acknowledge Charlie Kirk.
Spoke about Charlie Kirk.
Because how dare you stay in your place? We want to control you. I'm not. Look, stay in your place.
Keep this divide up, man. I mean, how can you talk about? I mean, he a racist. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all went hard for Obama.
Y'all went hard for Obama.
hard for Obama.
So I'm just trying to see so we're supposed to say, okay, y'all, what can we talk about? What can and what we can't talk about? Let us know what we can talk about. Man, please.
Yeah.
Man, please. It's like, come on. Are you
Yeah, understand what the First Amendment is, but y'all don't know what the First Amendment is. So does it really matter?
Yeah, like ain't nobody.
Y'all put this man in office. Like y'all legit put this man in office and think that we supposed to, like, this is not right. This is a concern.
This is a concern. That's why I say,
and y'all want to fight with Chicago flips red.
That's why Chicago flips red is minding Chicago, because Chicago managed to get Lori out. You gotta put where Lori big suit wearing Lori. We managed to both show picture Lori, because let's just show how messed up we are. Why we not concerned about what they talking about? While we are managing Chicago and Illinois business. You got picture of Lori, big suit Lori.
Big suit Lori.
Because let's just show why we don't care about none of that, what they talk about. Why we concerned, why we gotta concentrate on Chicago and Illinois.
Right.
Let's show why. Why? Because we had big suit Lori in here.
Big suit Lori.
Which will make his presidency. Every time I see Brandon, he looks like what he said. Every time I see Brandon, he looks like I can't read that. Yeah, and this is, we're fighting this, and y'all.
I got a slow computer.
Okay, well, anyway, we managed to go from big suit Lori,
Lori,
to this.
Big suit Lori.
To this, and y'all wondering why we don't care about nothing. Y'all talk about those outside noises.
He wanted to be in Mo Money so bad. You ever seen Mo Money?
I remember I saw it, but I can't remember everything.
That's how they was wearing. That's how they was wearing they ties and stuff in the mailroom. Was it Marlon Wayans, and like, this is who y'all chose. This is y'all chose.
At the Lori.
This is who y'all chose to be y'all mayor.
At the Lori.
At the Lori.
At the Lori. And you think we're gonna argue with people because we are acknowledging Charlie Kirk? Okay. That's what I'm saying. Girl, please. We ain't thinking about none of these people.
Yes, it gets worse and worse and worse. There's people out here that said they I mean, for real, that said that they're okay with never seeing another black mayor in the city of Chicago ever again. Black people.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, black. I mean, they're not gonna come out and say it, but literally, I know a couple that said I'm fine with never seeing a black mayor ever be the mayor of the city of Chicago ever after Lori and him. Absolutely.
Now what type of self-hate is that? Yeah. No, that just means you did a terrible job with the people you voted. You voted because of skin color, because you voted for skin color. And you know you did a terrible job, and so they said, hey, let me see what these people are about. No, you didn't want to see that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's just how bad it was. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just how bad our leadership is on the black side. Like, these niggas cannot do nothing for us. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? But you hear that and you see things like that. Yeah, I disagree, but when you look at all angles, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We got 20 black aldermen that don't do nothing. We got lieutenant governor black, don't do nothing. We got these the states the state senate, Robert Peters. We got the Jonathan Jackson and congressional U.S. was Jonathan Jackson. We got Cam Buckner. We got all of these people who these Negroes who absolutely cannot do. They can't do nothing.
And then somebody said, what are you, and these people kill me. What are y'all demanding for the Republican Party? What are y'all demanding for the okay.
What are y'all demanding from the Democratic Party?
Yeah, what have y'all demanded?
I'll wait. Amazon gift cards?
Yeah, I want to wait, because They asked, did you just ask a comment? What are y'all demanding for the Republican Party? What have y'all demanded for the that's a better question is, what have y'all demanded from the Democratic Party?
Because they haven't given up. They like, yeah, what?
Y'all got 40 years. Y'all had 40 years. I know y'all can come with something that y'all demanded. So the people who have the people on here, if out of 40 years you have been demanding reparations for the Democratic Party and haven't gotten it, I mean,
they got their studies.
But you wanna come and ask us what have we demanded, and it haven't even been a year yet. It haven't even been a year yet. So where's the patience? Where's the patience? Because y'all sure had 40 years of patience with the Democrats. Y'all got study after study after study after study, and in Chicago they gave you another study, and we ain't heard nothing about that. So y'all sure had a 40 years.
500,000 on.
Yeah, they got yeah. So what we going there with that? What sense is that making? I'm trying to see.
They ain't never gonna make no sense because they don't make no sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They are the party of the victim.
Yeah,
they are victim.
No, they said
they started. They be doing them coon Negroes on the X pages on be talking big shit about us, but they turn it into them being the victim.
Yeah, they the victim. They the victim. They
y'all went in on me. That was on my group.
Making spaces.
But when I finally said all y'all do is beg for reparations all day in these Twitter spaces, oh my God.
Now they victims.
Now they victim. How could she say that? How do y'all get up every day and be like, I'm gonna do a Chicago Fist Red Twitter space?
But you see, though,
on Charlie Kirk, I had time.
Yeah, but see, the problem is, listen, I'm gonna say this: everything Trump brand on that I voted for, he have done, delivered, and actively trying to. Everything I voted for and have asked him, he have did 95% self arrest him and arrest these elected officials. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. If he do that,
and today he finally called out Pam Bondi.
See,
what is you waiting for?
See, if he do that, then he would have did everything we asked. Am I right, Zoe?
Yeah, because first of all, we have a big corruption problem. I mean, Chicago always had a corruption problem. But in the last time they really checked these people was in 1984 with the Operation Grey Lord. But they need to come back and come get his ass tomorrow. Like real talk. Because he's really out of control. This man right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we have a corruption issue. We have a corruption problem. We have a thieving problem, and in our community, we got a group of black scammers that are HBCU graduates.
You're right.
That are out here, not doing nothing but stealing and lying and blaming the Republicans on white supremacy and everything. Which my thing is like everything can't be white supremacy at this point. Like
especially when they're not here.
Everything cannot be white supremacy. Everything can't be it's systematic racism is designed like this. And I was like, and I get it. In 1981. In 1976, in 1966, in 1956, in 1946, in 1936, in 1926, in 1916, in 1906, in 1896, 1886, 76, 56, 50, 1800s, yes, systematically designed, absolutely. In 2025, now y'all niggas is just lazy.
Right. And when I say that, they that bad. Who? I'm like, who?
No. Y'all niggas is lazy.
Lazy. I know it.
Y'all don't want to get in government. Y'all don't want to form law. Y'all don't want to be lobbyists. Y'all really don't want to sit at the table like y'all say y'all want to sit at the table.
Yeah.
Y'all don't form y'all political groups or y'all don't do any of those things. Y'all just sit and talk about how it's not designed for us.
Right. And I'm like, hold on. How is it not designed for us when you got foreigners actively coming in less than 2 or 3 years, 4 years, they get into these seats? How is it these foreigners coming over here just doing everything they want to do, and then you keep telling me I'm oppressed and the white man oppressing me when he right here had a chance when he first got in office. When he first got up, starts telling us out. He didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
He sold us completely
out. He didn't have to do that. This man right here was just a black man. He could have came in there and said, I'm gonna do what's right and do what's right. But he came in the door selling us out, and you want me to believe.
He left me outside.
He left you outside
for 17 weeks. And Mr. Hollywood right here went through every other door but 121 North LaSalle. Even his own police detail said he was a bitch ass nigga for doing that.
Yeah. And y'all want me to believe now. Biden was in office at the time, so maybe he was talking about Zoe. Maybe he was talking about the white supremacist was Biden. I think he was talking about him because Biden was in office at the time. So Trump just got in office. So I guess maybe now everything he's trying to blame on the white supremacists. Maybe he's talking about Biden.
Right.
So maybe he's like talking about Biden, because Biden didn't give him no more money. Biden didn't, when he sold that 50 million, he thought he was gonna get some more. Biden didn't give him no more money. Yeah. So maybe
the one-time payment of the 52 million, and like I said, that's what my Dick Gregory Taught Me podcast had just started, and this was before I realized that we were in this illegal immigration Ponzi scheme. Mommy snoring. I said, I was like, I don't know why he took that money. Why he accepted that money. I said, that's not, what is that going to do? At that time, it was only 22,000 illegals over here, right? That came over. And I'm like, why would he take the $52 million? Like, that's not going to do anything. But the reason why is because he thought that they were going to continue to send money like my man was laundering money over in Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah, he thought they was going to do it.
Is like, y'all, he was locking arms.
Yeah.
And y'all still voted him in.
Yeah. And y'all still letting him tell y'all that it's white supremacy. It is the white man who's look, what did he say?
Yeah, Jackson Potter.
He said, what did he say? It's the Republican Party and the white supremacists that's paying us. Paying us.
I don't know us, but paying us to sabotage him or something.
Yeah, paying people here to sabotage him.
No, my man. I watched you for 2 years steal all that money. I watched you launder it. I watched you put an item line in the budget. I watched you take Invest Southwest money and put it in housing bonds. I watched you launder infrastructure money. I watched you launder COVID-19 surplus. I watched all. I had like Michael Jackson popcorn. I was like, man, this nigga just stealing. Right. Oh yeah, like for 2 years I watched it. I documented it. I watched the immigration. I watched it all because I could not believe that they would not settle my family's case while they was just stealing all this money and ignoring me and ignoring the other people that was down there, ignoring Miss Jessica, ignoring Michael, ignoring Taiwan, ignoring all these people who had real legit issues and problems. Ignore us. Sir, 3 of us got arrested. 3 of us got banned, all suppressing us while while stealing all this money and lying to the people about how well actually at the first time they really couldn't lie because they couldn't blame Trump. So
Right.
it was well, we have all these well, we just, if the federal government would just send us some more money so we can house these, if we can house the new arrivals, because they're coming in because no, they blame Greg Abbott.
They was blaming
Greg
Abbott.
Abbott. They blame Greg Abbott for busing them. He keeps sending the buses. I said, well, yeah, but Jesse Fuentes said in the summer of 2023, whether you like it or not, the buses are coming. He said that he didn't flinch. Come on, because y'all just knew that y'all were going to continue to get all this money. And then once y'all realized that Jim Crow racist Joe Biden wasn't going to send no more money, then all of a sudden it was Greg Abbott's fault for sending the buses. And then when the little boy got died in there, my man says, look, they're showing up sick.
But he forgot.
Good. They're showing up sick. No, sir. You said bring them.
You said that it was racist to say that they were sick and we didn't want them in our school and they hadn't been vetted and we don't know where they came from and we don't know what they have. Y'all told us it was racist and everything to think like that.
Yeah, and have dignity.
But then when a kid died and they were trying to blame him, they're showing up sick.
They're showing up sick now. Listen to me good.
Brandon,
good. They're showing up sick.
But Brandon, you told us they was well and good. Like, let them be around our kids in school and don't worry about that because they healthy. They don't even need to be vaccinated. You told us that.
Because they show
But now when they die and they blaming you, they're showing up sick.
Listen to me good. Good. They're showing up sick.
So the concerns the parents had, you lied to them. So they had valid concerns, but you lied to them. And now when it was on you, you telling the truth. Okay.
I'm trying to get this because it's showing up sick. Listen to me good.
Look at say. Y'all left the Democratic plantation for the Republican plantation. Well, let's see what this plantation going to do. Because right now, look, so far this plantation is doing everything we voted for.
I'm not on a plantation, so I don't know. I was never on a Democratic plantation, and I'm not on a Republican plantation. I am a voter. And I voted for that made sense to me. So I
your best interest.
Yeah. For my best interest, and the best interest was the Republican Party, and I'm going to continue to stay with that because I strategically made this choice because we were under attack, and I was watching the Democratic Party not caring about us, not caring about our kids, not caring about me, not caring about my mother, not caring about my godfather, not caring about our elders. So they can say I don't care what they,
Right.
You could call it whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all haven't done shit. I understand, but again, y'all don't do anything. Y'all won't do anything because y'all don't know how to start anything. Because if y'all did, y'all would have been did something a long time ago. But y'all can't do nothing because y'all don't know how. Because y'all don't have critical thinking skills. All y'all do is want to be victims and blame white supremacy and be oppressed all your whole life. So yeah, wow. I'm a voter. I voted. I strategically voted the way that I voted. I was down there for 2 years asking for help in this piece in this democratic city. I never took politics seriously. I never took this seriously at all. I'm an entrepreneur. Like I said, I'm not an activist. Like, as much as y'all want me to call me an activist, I'm not. I am not y'all savior. I did this on the strength of my family. I also did this to strength on my business, on who I am. And once I realized that we were in deep shit, if we did not if people did not stop voting Democrat, we were done. So I don't care what y'all say.
But see, this is how they talk. You're in this
Yeah, we live
plantation.
in a, yeah. It's
That's why
2025 where we're as American citizens, people that are born in America, born and raised, white Americans, black Americans. Our embassy is the government. So I'm gonna hold the government accountable. So that's just what it is. If y'all don't believe in the government, if y'all don't believe that the government it never meant us any good, well then, like I said, revolt. But y'all can't do that because y'all work for the white man.
Right. Or why don't they look, if y'all don't believe in the government and all that, just get y'all own little nation, don't pay no taxes, and just go in y'all own.
Yeah, do whatever, whatever makes you happy. Since y'all, because at the end of the day, y'all not doing nothing.
Leave us alone. Bottom line is, if you think we left the Democrat plantation to the Republican plantation, oh well. See, these are words. Who cares? Y'all can call me a plantation, whatever.
I'm not on a plantation.
Y'all can call
All
me
I
a
know
plantation.
is that this government that I pay the same tax dollar as any of these other people. I don't understand why all these foreigners are in our government who don't know the U.S. Constitution, that are out here fighting for everybody but us, and y'all out here fighting us for fighting for y'all.
They can call me a
they can
call me a Republican plantation.
Y'all
Y'all can call me.
So,
y'all can call me all of that.
When y'all learn y'all privilege and love yourselves, then maybe you can circle back. But until then, y'all hate yourselves and y'all hate anybody that makes sense. Anybody that makes sense. Y'all hate me. Y'all hate Danny. Y'all hate Chicago Fist Red for pointing out the obvious.
Right. Just don't call me. They can call me whatever they want. Just don't call me a Democrat. Just
call me anything. Call me anything. Call me coon. Call me fat. Call me dyke. Call me dyke bitch. Call me whatever y'all want to call me. Ugly, uneducated, all that. Call me everything you want to call me. Just don't call me a Democrat.
Republican plantation girl. Call me all of that.
Yeah, call me.
But just don't call me a Democrat. I'm telling you.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Just don't call me a Democrat. Please,
all that. All of that. Call me whatever makes you sleep at night. Call me whatever makes you happy. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all about to let the cartel and the illegals take over this country. We have 4 countries trying to take over Chicago, 4 countries trying to take over America, and you think I give a fuck about what you just said? Absolutely not.
Right.
Call me a Charlie Kirk lover.
Yeah, that's what I said. Call me
lover. Call me whatever you want to call it. Call me a cool, call me whatever. Just don't call me a Democrat. Yeah.
Call me. I like that comment. She said I'm on Jesus Christ plantation. Now, you're right. I accept that plantation. Yeah, I accept that one. Now I accept that plantation, but I'm saying like that's something I accept. But I'll call myself. But like I said, you want to call me Republican plantation, all that. That's what you want to call me. That's cool. You want to call me all that. Just don't call me a Democrat.
Please don't call me a Democrat.
Don't call me a Democrat.
I'm begging you not to call me a Democrat. Democrat is fighting words. Okay? Democrat is fighting words. How dare you call me a Democrat?
Oh, but but I admire, I appreciate everything. I appreciate the what I want to say, the boldness. I appreciate the not being scared to say what he believed, not being scared to challenge the status quo, not being scared to just stand on. I admire that with Charlie Kirk, not just stand on what he believed and that's
And like
and
everybody else, everybody has a right to believe what they
it,
want to believe. You
yes,
can follow that person or you don't have to follow that person. Like you don't have to follow anything that we say. You don't have to care about anything. You can talk. And like I said, I don't care if you talk about me. And I said, just don't get mad and don't be the
just
victim.
don't be the victim. Yes,
Don't be
don't
the
play victim.
victim when I come back and talk about your ass.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't
but you can say whatever you want to say. Some things I'm going to let pass because at the end of the day, you're not worth it. You will never be worth it. But sometimes I got time. And yesterday I had time because this is honestly, like the 15th to 16th Twitter space about Chicago Fist Raid.
That's sad. So
Yeah,
that's sad.
like it's like, come on now. Y'all niggas is at this point depressed. Y'all depressed. Y'all depressed and y'all sick in the head. And y'all been sick in the head because y'all have normalized trauma. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to identify as a slave. And so since y'all identify as a slave and y'all want everybody else to identify as a slave as well, anybody that says anything that goes against it or whatever. I have never been. I have my stance on reparations. I've never been against reparations. I have my argument as well when it comes to that. I've always saluted Dr. Long with how she brings it up and stuff like that. But if you think that I'm going to 40 days, 40 nights, 365 days a year reparations, oh no, absolutely not. Like trillions of dollars have been allocated to our communities. And our communities are the only communities that don't have nothing in there. I mean, literally, they have taken everything: our parks, our gyms, our track, our fields, our football fields, all of those things that we honestly we dominate sports. They've taken everything out of our communities because we have a stealing problem. These politicians are stealing. These pastors are stealing. These priests, Father Flager is stealing. You're dealing with these NGOs that are stealing. These crime prevention people that are stealing. You cannot keep blaming this on somebody it's not them, and then you get mad at people being like, nah.
No, that ain't that.
Yeah, so I mean, like again, it comes to if you want to be a victim, be a victim. Y'all gonna take little pieces. Y'all gonna take little pieces of this and go and talk about it and find and say something else and say, well, see, she said it like this, and I don't care. And I say, I don't care about none of that because I know my truth. I'm gonna speak my truth. And one thing Dick Gregory told me the year that he passed away, and he said it a lot. And now that I think about it, is save yourself. Because he tried to talk to these niggas. You understand? He tried to talk to these people. He even I remember one time, this was when I forgot what guy was killed. I forgot what it wasn't George Floyd. It was Mike Ferguson, I think. And we were in Virginia. We were in Newport News, Virginia, and we were at this juicing spot that paid him to come there to talk to the people. And I remember this one guy asked, what we supposed to do, and I remember him getting up and like going off, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, it's over. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all asking me. Like y'all didn't even respect the movement. You understand? Like y'all never respect the movement. Y'all asking me what should y'all do? He was pissed. Because, and then I remember one time when we were in Ohio, we were in it was a small city in Ohio before we went to Cleveland in Columbus. I forgot what the Toledo. I think it was Toledo. I want to say Toledo. But anyway, he just finished the show. He was on the phone with Mike, Killer Mike, Tip, Tip, David Banner, and somebody else. And I remember they were, because this is when, they were trying to, okay, like, what do we need to do? We need to, because they know, like, people, the animosity is up, the racial tension is up, the animosity, what do? And I remember him going off on them. Like, what y'all asking me for? You understand? Like, his thing was like, basically, we were at the height of the civil rights. You understand? We had everybody. We had the Jim Brown. We had the Muhammad Ali. We had Dick Gregory. We had, at the time, Malcolm X, Dr. King. We had Ozzy D, Ozzy and his wife, Ruby D. We had we had everybody. We had even coon ass Jesse Jackson. You know, we had everybody at the height. You understand? And Dick Gregory ran for president of the United States as an independent, the Freedom Party, and then he ran as the mayor of Chicago. He didn't get neither one of those, and that was, the population wasn't nowhere near as what it is now. The immigration population was nowhere near that, but he had the voice of everybody. We had John Lennon, we had everybody, and y'all let that whole movement crash.
Yeah, because they probably
but at 80 years old, y'all are asking this man, what should we do?
You
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be around a person like that for 4 years, like I said, that was Dick Gregory University for 4 years, but the last year, the year that, God, he passed away, he always said, baby, save yourself. Save yourself, baby. Like this, always.
Because this is how people, because he knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he knew what it was.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So like, so my mindset is just a little bit different. And my thing is like, I see the light. And I want everybody else to see the light. I see the light. And I really want us to come together and see the light. And we're not going to see the light because there's so much division over people's opinions. It's 2025. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Now, you may not like their opinion, and you have every right to not like their opinion. But to cancel people because of their opinion when they're not pushing that opinion on you,
right?
It's crazy. But you're gonna go find, like it's like that pest. It's like you want to bully people. You want to bully people because they don't agree with you or you don't agree with their opinion. So you want to make them, well, it hurt I feel some type of way how you said it. So you want me to, because the thing is, who's going to apologize first?
Yeah.
It's about
That's Democrat. That's Democrat.
Apologize,
that's Democrat tactics
for your feeling, for your opinion, and for how you feel. You're gonna be apologizing forever if you don't mean it.
Yeah, that's Democrat tactics. That's the Democrat playbook. Those are playbooks in the Democrat. Make you apologize. Make you, man, please. Let me say this. I would never apologize for what I believe. Now, if I did something back in the day, said something or did something that now I don't feel that way, and it was out of ignorance, then I would say, yeah, back then that's the way I felt because that's where I was at. Because that was that environment. Like when I was married before, my first husband, I said some things, you know what I'm saying? But I meant it at that time because where I was at that time. But now, to my new husband, I would never say that because I'm older. I understand more, and he treat me way different than this person. So this is what, so you can't never apologize for what you done have said, because everything you have done have made you into the person you are. But if it was wrong, admit it was wrong. Always, whatever you got to be held accountable. So if it's something you did that was wrong, admit that was wrong. I did that. That was terrible. But I'm sorry, because I don't feel that way, and I was at an angle, whatever it was. But if it's something that you truly believe in, and you know you're gonna stand on it, and that's what you feel and what you know is right, don't ever apologize for that. Never.
Yeah, and that is a thing that yeah, like there's people that like brought up like old tweets of mine. They're like, I'm really like trying to figure out like, what did you mean by this? Well, this was before I went in there and saw what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I never, if you ask me about them tweets in 2019, 18, 17, I wasn't thinking about politics. I wasn't thinking, I would have never thought that I would be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it took, like I said, like this is my calling, and my call, everything. Like, and I remember, like I said, I'll tell you that story. I told you, I remember saying, like, man, like, what is my purpose? Mm-hmm. I had to ask God, like, what's my purpose? And saying, like, I'm trying to push this uncomfortable truth lifestyle, because I was trying to, like I said, kill cancel culture at that time, because I saw, like I said, I come from comedy, and I'm seeing all these comedians being silenced, and I'm like, no. Comedy is an art. Like, no, we don't silence art. You know what I'm saying? Like, comedy's art, music is an art. Like, we're not gonna silence lyrics and stuff like that. Like, that's an art. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that. So that was my thing. You understand? And then when I came in here and see, like, damn. Like, it's this bad in politics, and we giving up. Like, nah, we gotta see what the other side is offering. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying y'all won't see what the other side is offering, because y'all are letting mainstream media show you every white man that's not a Democrat is a racist. So I mean, every white woman is a racist that's an anti-Democrat or stuff like that. And it's like, nah, man, like. We gotta revamp this. Like, we're the new adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept telling my friends that like 2 and 3 years ago. I'm like, look, man, we're the new adults. You understand? We gotta revamp this whole thing. So if you're not gonna revamp the whole thing with us, then please shut the fuck up. Like, honestly.
Yeah. Or leave Chicago and Illinois. Like, for real, if you're in another state, go help your own state. Seriously, go do something.
Because every Democratic ran city. What'd you say earlier?
Every Democratic ran city look the same. So if you are in any Democratic ran city, you have a lot of work to do. So please go start working on your city and please start doing that. If you live in a Democrat ran city, please leave us alone. Go work on, and you can leave Chicago, Pittsburgh alone and start on your own city. Because I know.
Worry about your own.
Yeah, because they all look the same way. So and they all ran the same way. They all but just about the same way. So man, that business, man, your business over there.
Remember when they was trying to cancel Dave Chappelle for the transgender jokes?
About what joke? About the
transgender dope, the T's. He's like, we're all in the bus. You got the L's, the B's, the G's. And
remember I said back in when
they had people trying to boycott Netflix. They had people outside boycotting Netflix. I said,
remember I said
that's when I knew. I was like, shit's getting out of hand.
Yeah, then they want to talk about us.
Of hand.
And they want to talk about, because they are doing hate speech online for Charlie Kirk, and they want to talk about, and y'all tried to counsel.
But we supposed to accept that a transgender woman is the same as a biological woman, and if any biological woman that speaks out against that can lose gigs, like Just Hilarious.
Cancel her.
Get canceled, all that stuff. Like, I mean, the I'm trying to tell you, like the hypocrisy.
Yes.
It really writes it. It really writes itself. Like honestly, like there ain't nobody. Yeah, y'all is not going to make anybody feel bad about the truth, because that's the truth.
Yeah.
A transgender woman and a biological woman can never be the same. And
Yeah.
I don't care. You can wrap it around. You can put it. You can talk about it this way. You can turn it this way. You can act like this way. Do it this way. It's two different. It's two different things.
Yeah. Anybody gonna be bothered. That's why I said y'all can take that democratic way of thinking over there. Keep that over there, because you would never bring that here and make me say or silence me to say something that I don't believe, or don't say nothing that I do believe. Come on. Because you're going to dictate to me what I'm supposed to say and how I'm supposed to say it, who I'm supposed to like, who I'm not supposed to like, and what I think, girl, man, please.
Yeah.
And you wear
it's a free country, baby. I know.
And when I look around,
I know that they done, the Marxists and the communists and the socialists have make y'all think that it's not, but it is. It is a free country. It's free.
Y'all
freedom
free.
of speech is a real thing, and y'all better really look up that U.S. Constitution, because you're not going to overturn the U.S. Constitution. As much as y'all think y'all going to overturn the U.S. Constitution, y'all never going to overturn the U.S. Constitution. So y'all can, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Matter of fact, I really advise y'all to go to whatever country that y'all want to align yourself with.
Really?
And do that.
Really?
Thank you. Somebody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Number to Illinois. Thank you. Yeah. Nobody. So yeah. So who's
any last words?
Well, my last words is, listen, this is it, y'all got everyone. We appreciate you guys, all our supporters. We love you all. It's all hands on deck. We don't care what color you are, what race you are, what ethnic background you had to come from. We don't care about none of that. Nothing. No bias, no nothing here. It's all hands on deck, and we welcome everybody. And we want to thank all of you all, because everybody have made Chicago Flips Red where we've been. Everybody have put a hand in that and have helped us get to where we are today, far as our voice getting out there. And we want to thank you all for everything, all the donations. Thank you all for all the support. Thank you all for all the shares, all the reposts, everything to get the word out, because we're committed. We knew the devil was coming, and we kept saying that. We knew it. And the devil is really fighting, but we are committed to saving Chicago and Illinois. Nothing is going to stop us. Election day, we're going to get that victory. So we love you all. Let's all stay focused. Let's all noise that's outside of with the naysayers and Satan trying to come. We're gonna block that out. And we're going to stay focused, because this is something that's going to get done. And all I got to say is, guys, watch God. That's all I got to say.
Yes, watch God. And I promise you that I am trying to be on my journey. I'm in my own lane. And I am saving myself and whoever wants to be saved as well. I see the vision.
Mm-hmm.
I see the light. I manifested everything that I have so far. I am positive about all that. I love us. I love our people, even the ones who don't love themselves, but not a lot though. Like if you really on some other shit, then just go over there. I pray for you. But I do understand that mainstream media and when it comes to us having so much other things, like the Democratic Party really failed us. For Black people to keep the Democratic Party employed, that's what we did. to keep them employed, and they did not have our back, and to this day they still don't have our back. They can't even acknowledge that they fumbled the bag. They fucked us over. Instead, if they're going hard and they really want to curse us out, but they can't curse us out because they know that they will get dragged to the max because we have the receipts. So they're not going to, but at the end of the day, to still push a fake propaganda of oppression is sad. It's sad and upsetting. But we have to stay the course. We're going to continue to stay the course. We'll be at Congressional Black Caucus this week coming up. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Tomorrow is his funeral, his memorial. Yes. Pray for his family. Pray for his family, kids, his wife, his kids, his parents, and all the supporters for Turning Point and all Charlie Kirk supporters. And honestly, the First Amendment is there, and everybody has the right to the First Amendment. And just understand that if you work for a certain employer, and you are saying things that are hateful and outright terrible when it comes to people's death, people dying and stuff because you believe that he was everything that you are by going crazy by celebrating his death, you deserve to be fired.
No, you only do. You do. You're part of the problem.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. You celebrate his death because you say that he was hateful and a racist. You celebrate that he's hateful and a racist. So what does that make you?
While being hateful and racist.
Yeah. What does that make you? Like what that makes you justified?
It makes you just as bad. That's why I keep saying the devil, y'all better watch the devil, because the same thing that he say, look at this person as same thing he creep up in your heart to be. That's what they do. Like black people the black people have cried racism so long till the devil has used that to make them racist.
Yeah. I've
heard think about how the devil do this.
The most craziest stuff come out of our mouths.
Yeah, see how the devil
and we have to accept that, because at the end of the day, because we're supposed to or whatever. But if anybody else say it, you know what I'm saying, we gotta condemn them. What?
Yeah,
it's the same energy again. We are not living in 1866. And if y'all want a better government, if y'all want tangibles, if y'all want everything that y'all complain about and been complaining about, get in government and do the work.
But yeah, get in government and get it. Go get it. Go get it. Yup.
Yeah. The foreign politicians just gave all of the new arrivals all their tangibles.
Yeah. And we saw them down there fighting for them.
Yeah, fighting for them real hard. Using Malcolm X quotes and everything.
Right.
Charles Ramirez Rose telling us, Plymouth Rock didn't land on me. We landed on Plymouth Rock. Nigga, shut your Ecuadorian ass.
Yes. Using Malcolm X quotes for Ecuador. Getting their people everything.
What?
And y'all mad, and y'all sit there mad at us. Man, please.
Mad at us.
That's why I keep saying, anybody finna be bothered with this?
Misdirected anger, baby. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Saturday and listen to us for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for the super chats.
Yes, love you all.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for everybody that watched. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys see a difference, see another side. And if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. It's absolutely, I'm not going to argue with you though. And if you try to come argue with me, I'm blocking you. Have a good one. Yeah, and you all don't let hate enter into your heart. Don't let it do that, because hate is a cancer. As you can see what it has done, you can see that it's not something that God, that's why God wants us about it. So love your enemies. Don't hate them, because that hate, you will become hateful.
So we don't, we speak out against that. All right. So be very careful and conscious of the devices of the enemy and what he used to conquer you. All right.
Right.
All right, y'all. I love y'all.
Peace, peace. That's that peace, y'all.
Yes.
That's that peace.